to say, sir, that you're investing for 6 months, but when you're buying right now, even for a 5-year period, you are okay with the outcome of the next 6 months not giving positive returns on those investments?
I mean, I actually am interested in 5-year return. In the sense that, I mean, I have all kinds of stories. I mean, without have time. Like one company I invested in 2003, for 10 years nothing happened. The companies kept on becoming more valuable, but price never moved. And then between 2013 and 2025, it is up some. It is up about 50 times.
Wow.
And I'm still holding every single share. 10 years.
How do you get that mindset to hold a business for 10 years? Because you're identifying value.
I bought at 60% discount to the fair value. 60% discount. And every year, the value was increasing by 15-20%. So the discount became 92%. I mean, this is an extreme story. It doesn't, you're right, the system doesn't test your patience as intensely, but ऐसा भी होता है.
Got it. Do you find value in the Indian markets currently, sir?
There are enough. I know for people who have my type of guys who have very limited amount of money, it's fine. The fund managers who are 30, 40, 50,000, you ask them, it is a challenge for them.
Did you say limited amount of money for you?
I have very limited money. Pop money is very small.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have, see, my AMC has a lot of
yes.
That's why I let the fund managers run, you know. They don't have that amount of energy now.
But Indian markets, you have to admit, have been very well behaved in light of all of this as well. A lot of uncertainty, except for that May period when Operation Sindoor was in play. Indian markets, have you been surprised by the resilience?
Not really. I mean, I was expecting this because the capital flow into the economy is the biggest revolution India is facing. Indian businesses never had it so well. But after 2020's, the demat account revolution which is happening, the retail is coming in full swing. That is changing every aspect of Indian business. First, availability of risk cap. You look at the amount of capital which is available. Anybody can sell $1 billion and even the stock doesn't move. So that has never happened, and not one ticket is happening like that. I mean, every week, 2, 3, 4 tickets of $1 billion is happening. So that's it's broadening the market, obviously, but it is also, kind of deepening the market and saying that, yes, $1 billion, $2 billion is fast, So it's making the market very resilient, and the flow of capital is still on, despite the fact that the index in last 1 year has done barely 7-8%. And yet, it's not that the euphoric capital. Capital is coming despite the fact that market has done just about okay. So there is a clear shift from the fixed income to risk capital. I mean, so-called financialization of savings, which had to happen. You can't be 5-6%, 7% participation rate. So as we become from 4 trillion to 8 trillion, we might go to 50%, 17%. We will become the most crowded equity market in the world in a positive way. Most crowded, and even number of stocks will be most crowded. But look at 300 million, 400 billion companies are getting listed. I mean, every day you have 2 or 3 companies. I mean, we might have 150, 200 listings in next 1 year. So at this pace, we might have 1,000 more listings in next 5 years. So 5-6 years. So what I'm saying is it will be a very vibrant market. Of course, there will be a lot of consolidation as we go along. A lot of companies will shut down, then fail. But a lot of stars will also come out from this.
So the regime change at the RBI and just the number of measures that the Reserve Bank has done. And every time you feel that chalo abhi to ho gaya, itna ho gaya, they do one more thing as well, which has happened yesterday as well, right? What do you think of this regime change, and what does it do for NBFCs, for financials, and thereby for the whole lending ecosystem?
I think one tailwind which is building up for the nation is the oil price. For the last 25, 30 years, all the forex we earn in tech side, we have given it away to oil companies. Now, the world is awash with oil. And Saudi Arabia is saying, before America produces any more shale, I will flood the market and keep the price at 65. Because beyond 65, shale comes in action. So my sense is, we have a situation, for a few years at least, I think we will get $65, $70 oil. Right now, because of the tension, that's okay. But I think despite this tension, it is only 78. So if this theory works out, that we are stuck at $65, $70 of oil, I think it will be very anti-inflationary. Rupee will remain very, very stable. and our current account deficit will also be well under control. So all sorts of problems will be sorted for this country. And the moment low inflation is there, I think hands of governor will be absolutely open.
So you believe a cycle for NBFCs is underway?
Yeah, for all the bank, all the lenders will have good time. Lenders will have good time.
For the next shape.
Yeah.
Okay. The other things there is defense, right? And Operation Sindoor was a proof of concept, if you will. Now, a few managements that we've spoken, they said that inquiries have gone up, etc. But just broadly, what do you think of this whole defense ecosystem in India? You would have met so many companies.
Yeah. So, one of the pain point now, I mean, of course, the orders are going to come. Government authorities, defense authorities, they are very, very excited about what is possible here. They are being forced by government to buy indigenously instead of looking at foreign, alternatives. Because eventually you can't be $10 trillion economy and buying defense from outside. You have to, at a cost of whatever, you have to create your own defense mechanism. And when you become independent, you can be also an export house. I look at it in automobile now. I mean, two-wheeler came because of Hero Motocorp or Hero Honda, and Maruti brought the mini car. And today you are completely self-sufficient, and I think you must be exporting also those cars and motorcycles. That is possible because you have the huge domestic base. So defense also can be the same story, because defense production per se can be done by only few countries. China, Russia, America, and some European countries. But beyond that, there's no domestic consumption. So, but the smaller countries, they would need our productions at all. There is a good market for well thought out defense productions, which we consume and then eventually offload.